Bad and the Odd. They don't half talk some bollocks.
Welcome to this episode of The Good, the Bad and the Odd. We're your hosts, Mark and Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Right, we've been talking and we've decided to change things up a bit. But this is still our usual format kind of episode. But I think from now on, apart from the films we're doing in a series like The Hammer or The James Bond, we're going to kind of revert to a comfy chair kind of show. So we'll just be talking about fairly casually about what we've watched since last time we recorded. No, like good or bad necessarily. Just we can rate them, but we just go.
Like how it used to be. Sort of.
Yeah. But we used to do a main film then, but I think we're going to just bypass that, and it'll be mostly films, but it'll be TV, books, games, video games, whatever we feel like, but mostly films. I think mostly films. Okay, all right then. But this is still one of the old school ones, and this is the Suicide Squad from 2021. Now, I say we're going old school, but you know what? I kind of feel like our Marvel list is an unofficial set we've gone through, and the DC's kind of the same. I think we've covered quite a lot of each. Anyway, let's go with this. So this was a recent one. It's kind of a sequel. Well, it is a sequel to Suicide Squad 2016, which neither of us liked that much, did we? We thought it was okay. I quite liked. I think Harley Quinn was quite. Well, she was good in it, but otherwise not that great. I kind of like the Witch bad cat, but not the brother was just the CGI fest, of the bad guys. But the Witch was kind of cool. However, this one is a sort of sequel to that. And apparently the 10th film in the DC Extended Universe. I'm amazed. 10? Is there really 10? But yeah, there must be.
Yeah.
I guess if you include the Snyder remake, that's.
Well, it's Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League, Wonder Woman 1984, Shazam, Aquaman, Suicide Squad, and I guess Zack Snyder Justice League.
Yeah, I forgot a few. I forgot like Shazam and also the Wonder Woman sequel because I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, okay, so this is the 10th of those films. Joker's not in that then, right? Joker's not part. It's a different thing, isn't it? Different. They don't consider it extended universe Joker.
I don't know. I don't know if Jared
I'm going to guess.
Go back as Joker sort of thing.
No, the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix one I'm talking about. That one? No,
that's not part of that.
So made by James Gunn, who's got kind of genre chops, hasn't he? Of all sorts. And we get all sorts. Margot Robbie's back as Harley Quinn. Idris Elba.
It's basically Margot Robbie, Joel Kinnaman, and Viola Davis are the ones that return, really. So.
I'd forgotten Joel Kinnaman was in the first one. Was he not? He was in the first one, right? Oh man, I completely forgot that. I was thinking, I know this guy from somewhere. It was from the first film, but I didn't even realise. He's way better in this film, right? He gets much better screen time in this film, doesn't he? Yeah,
he's not just some growly soldier guy.
Yeah, and we get. There's all sorts of people in it. Sylvester Stallone voices King Shark, for example. John Cena. Is it John Cena? I never know how to say that.
John Cena.
Cena. I've forgotten his character's name, and Idris Elba as another character who's not Deadshot, is it?
Idris Elba was Bloodsport, and John Cena was Peacemaker.
Ironic. Okay, but we get other people, we get Michael Rooker pops up, Peter Capaldi pops up, and so on. Yeah. And essentially, they go on a mission to the island nation of Corto Maltese, which is a thing in DC, right? It's definitely in Dark Knight Returns. It's referenced quite a lot in that. It's basically some sort of South American or Caribbean island where lots of...
It's Latin American.
Yeah. Okay, so we essentially, they're on a mission. However, we don't see really any of them apart from Harley Quinn at the beginning because the mission kind of starts with one squad. Which includes people like Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion, Michael Rooker. We got a few. There's basically a lot of real D-list, maybe like arguably lower than that, super villains. Yeah. As well as like Harley Quinn and Joe Courtney's back as well as Captain Boomerang.
Very briefly, right? Very briefly.
There's like Pete Davidson and there's it's a bunch of others, and they get there and they're immediately slaughtered.
Yeah, it's a bit late
two
now.
of them survive.
We're gonna spoil the shit out of this film, so be aware
It's
of that.
Suicide Squad.
It's
People
Suicide
die.
Squad. Yeah, we
I
found.
say that, but in the original film, one person died. So
Yeah, basically one of them has turncoated us immediately.
yeah, Pete Davidson immediately.
He gets his face blown off. It's quite a violent film. It has to be said. This is a very... Now, I just got to mention, James Gunn was actually in line to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
But he was hired to do this.
Well, there was the whole controversy about him. Someone basically dug up some old thing of it that he'd done, and it got blown massively out of context, and Disney sacked him and said that he wasn't doing Guardians 3. Then everyone rightfully was basically just said, no, that's stupid. Get him back.
Yeah. Well,
and in the meantime, DC snatched him up.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
So he is going to be doing Guardian stuff. But he did this in the meanwhile. So.
Well, boy, does this feel like a Guardians of the Galaxy film.
Which is kind of funny because the original Suicide Squad is like really, really trying to be Guardians.
And it didn't quite succeed, and this does it way better. But you can see the analogy. I mean, King Shark is basically Groot, and John Cena's character is basically Drax. It's very literal and speaks in this kind of deadpan way, and so on. But I think they got the vibe right. I quite like the other Harley Quinn film, Birds of Prey one, and I think they.
Birds of Prey was the other one I forgot. That makes this number 10. Yeah.
Oh, what was it called? Something ridiculous, like Harley Quinn and the
Fantabulous. It's Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
That one. I thought that was really excellent for Harley Quinn as a Harley Quinn film, but this. She's much more a team player in this. She has her own scenes, her own lines of drama, and she's doing her own thing before she kind of finally gets together with the guys. But it's kind of fun. She's essentially the only one that survives of the first Suicide Squad. Well, no,
that's not true.
Flag
that's not
survives. True. There's two people survive, and she's one. Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, Captain Boomerang gets taken out, so we're never going to see the human Boomerang in action. Unless, of course, they're doing Flashpoint for the Flash film, and there's no real Flash storyline that they don't do. There's no real Flash adaptation that's not Flashpoint. So
it's like there's no time where you can't have a TARDIS. It's kind of like that, right? Okay, there's what was going to say? I was going to say something quite specific. Yeah, they don't survive long. Michael Rooker adds like a moment where you think he's going to be totally badass. He's basically facing the entire army, but he turns around and runs away, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
it made me think of Ash from The Evil Dead for some reason.
Yeah, a little. And then he gets demoed that yes, they do in fact have bombs in their necks. So.
Oh yeah, they do. And we also see the whole setup for Idris Elba's character, Bloodsport. He doesn't care what.
Back a few days prior. So
yeah. So he basically gets cajoled into joining the Suicide Squad to keep his daughter out of jail because
Waller implies that she's going to deliberately have his daughter murdered in jail. Or maybe worse.
Certainly put in adult jail, even though she's a child, which is terrible. So he hasn't really got a choice. So Idris Elba, I have to say, Idris Elba's terrific in this. In fact, I like all of the cast. Margot Robbie, Idris Elba's good. John Cena absolutely delivers as Peacemaker. It totally works for me. What about you?
I loved them all.
Even the polka dot guy and Rat too.
Polka dot man and Ratcatcher I knew that they were going to be like important because they had like in these sort of films, it's always the silliest power turns out to be the most powerful. And just I called it early on. So.
But also, I think the actors were really well cast. I think they actually had their moments. They weren't just ciphers. They weren't just, I mean, the original Suicide Squad, a couple of them were nothing, right? They just died.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice. But these guys we all kind of cared about as it went on. Especially when we got some insight into them. I mean, it was amazing that every time we saw things through Polka Dot Man's eyes, every bad guy was his mother. It was
he's got a trauma because his mum exposed him to an intergalactic virus, interdimensional, something like that.
Which makes him
But-
grow polka dots, and he has to expel
Yeah.
them frequently or die, kind
Yeah.
of. No, actually, it's not even
And
die.
his polka dots are like also like they just cut holes through things. They're like little black hole sort of things.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're amazing.
Yeah.
So we get they. Meanwhile, this first Suicide Squad is falling to pieces. I just got a mention of TDK, which is Nathan Fillion's.
Oh yeah, the detachable kid.
He won't tell him what his initials are stand for, but we hear about in the control center. It's the detachable kid. And this is the most ridiculous superpower I've ever seen. It's basically his arms float off on their own, and he kind of slaps people like the Three Stooges from a distance. But then he gets machine gunned, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So apparently there's going to be a spin-off series called Peacemaker. How about that?
Yeah.
With Cena. That's amazing. Because he's kind of a good guy, bad guy in this, so he could be
He's
evil.
bad guy. He's like flat out bad guy.
Well, he is in this, but he starts off as a good guy, right? He does he's one of the squad at least. But then we find out he's under Amanda Waller's direct orders, isn't he? Pretty much to sort of parallel the mission. So there was that. So it was. Apparently, this was a bomb. They haven't made their money back. That sounds weird.
I mean, probably so far. I mean,
This thing will run around.
This is going off the HBO Plus. HBO, whatever.
Yeah, it's going to come on. It's like at the minute, we literally cannot see June, can we? Unless I tried to look into it, and you have to do things like VPN into America and pretend to be American to be able to watch it. It's like you're having a laugh. Why don't you just make it available? It's weird. But yeah, I'm sure it will crawl its money back.
I think Gabe Newell said that the best way to counteract piracy is availability.
Absolutely. If you so ridiculous. Anyway. So Amanda Waller is still a shitheel as she was before.
Yep.
Totally a shitheel. Yeah. She's basically well, actually we'll get into it when we get to that part. But there's a bit where she just goes too far, way too far.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we get some really funny stuff. We get the Suicide Squad penetrating the jungle and then taking out a camp of
taking out this big camp of guys, and there's this weird little competition between Peacemaker and Bloodsport, and they keep like escalating their killing people. So it's like Bloodsport shoots a table, so a fan falls into a bath that guy's having.
Yeah,
and then
it's all clever kills. Yeah.
Yeah, Peacemaker shoots someone and then they explode because it's like hollow point bullets, I think he says.
Yeah,
something like that.
And Bloodsport says that doesn't count. It's not a lethal kill. He goes, wait a second. And then, he shoots over his shoulder behind him. He doesn't even look at it. And then the bloke explodes. He goes, hollow points with explosives. And this bit really made me laugh a lot. Bloodsport goes, no one likes to show off, or something like that. And Bloodsport goes, it's okay to show off when it's as dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And Bloodsport's like, okay, fair.
Yeah.
And all this.
Something like that. It's like, shit, he's right. And he carries on walking.
Yeah. And they find out that these were actually allies, right? They'd rescued Flag. Is it Flag?
Yeah. Yeah, they'd rescued Flag.
The whole camp. And it's like, okay. And meanwhile, King Shark's kind of nom, all that kind of.
Yeah, King Shark is basically just eating people.
Yes, it's pretty cool. And they find out they're gonna sort of ally with the Allies, and they basically have to take out this Nazi research place called.
Jotunheim,
that's it. Where something suspicious is happening. Meanwhile, there's
something called Project Starfish.
And like Senna says straight laced, starfish is slang for a butt. Do you think it's something to do with that? And everyone's like, nah.
And this is during the briefing before the mission. So.
In addition, Harley Quinn's been trapped, but we find the president of the island is obsessed with Harley Quinn and wants to marry her. Yeah. And there's they have a night of romance.
It's a protracted violent sex scene.
Yeah, well,
between the two of them.
And then Harley's kind of in love, and the guy's telling her his plans, and he says, yes.
The offhandedly goes,
Is it Sodenheim? Godenheim? I can never remember.
Jotunheim
is where he sends his enemies or
Problem folk.
problem
Sort
folk.
of thing.
He goes, even children, and Harley's just looking at him, and then she just
Harley
shoots.
just shoots him.
And she explains quite well.
Yeah, it's just like I've done this before. I'm not like this is not something I want to be part of. Basically.
Well, she said something like, I'm always getting in with troublesome men and I'm always looking for red flags. And I'm afraid sending children to die is a red flag. And then she says, I didn't even know. So who loaded this? She's got this really
it's this big ornamental gun that she just pulled off a case sort of thing.
Yeah, so she kills what appears to be the bad guy straight away.
Yeah,
which is kind of funny. In the meantime,
I think that this may be an allusion to Joker killing Robin multiple times at this point. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's like focuses on the kids, and I know that there is a dead Robin. Well, as dead as Robins can get in DC in this setting. So. Yeah, maybe.
Men killing kids. Yeah, I get it. In the meantime, the other squad, I can't remember, they do meet up with Harley at some point, but I think they go off.
Yeah, they catch. They're trying to catch the head scientist of Project Starfish, a guy called the Thinker, played by Peter Capaldi. Yeah. And they break into like a strip club and hang around there for a bit, and we get this weird shot from Polka Dot Man's perspective, where all the like women dancing with him are his mum, which is very horrifying. Not just his face, just his mum. So
it was really weird. And they kind of they catch
him, but they get caught during it. Some of them get caught during it, and they
give themselves up, right?
To give them the like Ratcatcher and Polka Dot Man cover.
Yes. So, And essentially, they then also they get out of that, but they go rescue Harley as well. But I say rescue Harley, they're all doing all this flash stuff to get up a building, especially Peacemaker. And Harley just walks around and she sees them running across the street, so she follows them out. And she says, "We come to rescue." She goes, "Oh, there's no street. Shall I go back inside so you can rescue me?"
This is after she has a very brutal escape scene where she's like, it starts off with her getting like suspended in the air, getting tased constantly, and she snaps the guy's neck with her legs, like unlocks, gets herself out just by picking the keys up with her feet, and then she just gets out, gets two like big assault rifles, and just starts running around killing people with them, and then she picks up a spear of one of the guys that got killed, one of the first squads got killed.
That's stress. This is super. This is like Punisher Warzone levels of violence.
But because it's from Harley's perspective, so each of the guys getting shot like explodes into flowers
and birds and things, right? Anyway, they kind of all then get together and they get into this place, and essentially the army, a new general gets put in charge because the president's been killed, and he wants to kill them all, and a massive fight ensues. Building from the. I did find there was kind of a bit of a dead spot in this film, actually. I think after they rescued Harley, it kind of went flat for me for like 15 minutes. Not much was happening. And they weren't, the dialogue was a bit functional and not entirely entertaining. But, it
was basically just to get them to Jotunheim. That's it. Really.
It could have been written a little bit, kept it, the entertainment could have been kept up a bit, but it went a little bit serious and flat. But once they get to Jotunheim, it's kind of kicks off again because they're trying to blow up things. They're trying to get King Shark to use explosives, and he's kind of confused by everything.
So they're sneaking. They have to like get in with the Thinker. They're like shoving his head into the retinal scanner sort of things.
Yeah,
and they get down to the basement of Jotunheim. While it's Flag and I think Ratcatcher for some reason take Thinker down to the basement of Jotunheim to get these the drive or the information that they're after.
Yeah, and it turns out there's more to that more than I think, right?
Project Starfish, as it turns out, is an intergalactic starfish creature that got found during one of the space shuttle launches. The astronauts brought it on board, and it launched parasites that latched onto their faces and slowly.
Little starfish, right? Yeah, and it turns out the Americans wanted to use this as a biological research, but didn't want to do it on American soil, so they basically paid Corto Maltese, or whatever it's called, to do the research there in this ex-Nazi base. It's properly Nazi. And they're basically feeding people to this starfish and then cutting up people and seeing how long bits of them survive with starfish on them. It's really horrible. Yeah. It's really quite horrible.
Yeah, and there's a bit where because the starfish can talk through the people that it's parasitized.
Yeah.
It heavily implies that the Thinker has raped some of the victims. So
yes.
Because it's
and also we find out
you specifically say he's had his way with us. So.
God, and it, basically Starfish was like, I was just floating through space, and now I'm here.
No, that's not so. They saved that till the end. They They basically they set off a bomb that accidentally lets the starfish loose, and it goes mental and starts like smashing stuff.
Yeah.
While the rest of the squad is like up in the like the top of the tower.
Yeah. And trying to do something about it, right?
Yeah. And it turns out that Peacemaker was brought along specifically because he destroyed the evidence while Rick Flag has morals and would like alert the press to this because it's horrifying. But Peacemaker does what he does to preserve. What's his phrase? I'll do whatever I can to preserve liberty. I'll kill every man, woman, and child.
To preserve liberty. Yeah. Children, men, everything. Yeah. And basically they fight the army, but the Starro gets out and goes marching on to the main city.
Oh, and Peacemaker kills Flag. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
we get a very brutal shot of him getting stabbed with like a bit of ceramic, and his heart stopping.
Wow, he slams into. And Ratcatcher sees this, so Peacemaker knows that he's been uncovered, as it were.
Yeah.
But she manages to sort of get away. So meanwhile, the Starro is attacking the main city, and the squad are kind of done their job, and Amanda Waller orders them to leave.
Bloodsport kills Peacemaker, and they shoot through his bullet.
Yes, that's pretty dope, as I said.
Yeah.
They're left there, and it's like Waller says, right, time to leave. You've done your job. And they said, what about all the people? And they said, what's it? Foreign incidents like this actually help the American cause. And Bloodsport won't do it, will he? He starts walking off towards them, and she's about to blow his head off.
She's about to blow all their heads off because everyone goes along with it.
Yeah.
When one of her aides just clocks her in the head with a chair.
And then starts helping the team trying to coordinate, right? And I like one of them says, wow, we had in a kaiju movie or something like that, because like this giant staff.
Goddamn kaiju.
And then they tell King Shark in a bit of a Hulk moment, like Hulk smash moment. They said to King Shark, point to the starfish and go to the King Shark, nom nom. And he's like,
Bloodsport like sets the people up that can talk. Like it's like Harley, get up there and just like go for him. Turns to King Shark. Right? Yeah, she's been carrying this javelin because the guy Javelin, who was dying at the start of the movie, was like, take this and so she doesn't know what to do with it.
So she starts going, like, I've got a reason to live, I've got a cause.
Yeah, I've got something to do, sort of thing. Don't know what it is, but I've got something to do. But then Bloodsport's like, Shark, nom nom, and the guy just runs and starts like taking bites out of Starro's arms. Oh yeah, this is Starro the Conqueror, if you know your
Starro the
DC.
Conqueror. Yeah.
So, and in probably my favourite one, he goes to Polka Dot Man. It's like, can't you see what that is? That's your mum. He looks up, and instead of it's this giant woman just smashing buildings, and he starts like hosing it down with polka dots. And he like finally gets his like, I'm a goddamn superhero, and then gets squished.
He gets squished, but at least he dies happy, right? Meanwhile, Harley jumps into the eye of Starro and throws the thing in, and it ends up weird like
Ratcatcher sets all of the rats in the city on Starro, and because it's rats.
Yeah,
there's thousands upon thousands. It's established earlier that there's Bloodsport has rat-related trauma. So his dad locked him in a box with a bunch of hungry rats at
Yeah.
one point. So he's like on the floor, like whimpering, and it's kind of a sweet moment where Ratcatcher like covers him, and it's
Yeah.
like just to like make him feel okay-ish.
Yeah,
for all
one
the
of the
rats
rats
swarming
swarm over him, but I
Yeah.
think he's been not fixed. What's the word? Cured, perhaps, because there's so many
Maybe.
rats, and they all leave him alone. And also, she's constantly got a little rat. That
Yeah,
wants-
she's got little Sebastian, not little Sebastian the horse, as in she's
No.
got a rat called Sebastian.
yeah.
So,
Oh, we should have mentioned they also they kind of teamed up with the rebels that they mostly killed, and
Yeah.
said, right, while we're doing this, the palace will be free. So they kill all the generals and all that, and then get democratic elections. Meanwhile, Bloodsport meets. Well, that's kind of the end of the action, isn't it?
yeah, well, Harley Quinn spears Starro through the eye, and all the rats climb in the hole and start like gnawing and eating. And it's very violent. And then Starro's last words are like, "I just wanted to float and see the stars," and then it dies. It's
I have
like,
to mention
oh.
the fight just before the Starro stuff. There's a fight where King Shark literally pulls a man apart.
Yeah, he pulls him in half vertically.
So grim. Basically, they get back and Waller's like, "Yeah, you're."
Well, what Bloodsport uses the evidence that they have that America was doing all this as leverage to say, like, okay, my daughter's not going to prison. We're all going free.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah.
If you don't, I've got a thing that just uploads it. You can't stop this.
Yeah. So she's caught in a hard place. So she's like, okay.
Yeah.
I knew you. She
And of
even
course, all
tries
her-
to turn it around. She says, I knew you were a leader. Like
Yeah.
it was her plan. It's like,
Yeah.
And then there's one member of the first squad we didn't even mention. It was
Oh, yeah.
Weasel.
Weasel,
So
played
weird.
by Sean Gunn. So
Wow.
that one guy that's always in James Gunn movies. So
Okay. He appears to drown right at the beginning
Yeah.
by accident, falling in the water. No one saves him, and
yeah,
but we actually see him start coughing and waking up on the beach and wandering off.
Yeah.
And then we see John Cena's Peacemaker he's still alive. They found
he's
him
still
in
alive. Yeah,
a collapsed building, so they're wondering what they can do with him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Waller knows too, right? So that's about it. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not a bad film at all.
not bad at all.
I thought there was one little dead spot right in the middle where it kind of just goes a bit too calm. But it was properly bonkers and a good film. So DC actually deliver another good film. So I thought, I haven't seen them all, but I'm thinking the good ones are first Wonder Woman, Zack Snyder's
Quinn.
cut, the Harley Quinn, second Harley Quinn movie. This one, Shazam is pretty good.
Shazam's really good.
Yeah, it's
Shazam, Aquaman is like, it's a bad film, but I really enjoy it. Like, it's just such a pretty film.
I like Aquaman because I like to think that it's a secret Mary Poppins film because the craft.
Oh, you think? Yeah.
It's got the voice.
There is like a main theory that Mary Poppins is the same sort of species as Pennywise.
Yeah. So
Same sort of being.
I like to think Aquaman's an unofficial Mary Poppins film. But I quite like it. Jason Momoa's pretty good in it. It's okay. And I do like Ben Affleck as Batman. It's just it's been unfortunate in what he's been in.
Yeah.
Batman. Apart from Zack Snyder's cut, that's pretty damn great.
Yeah.
So that's I think the best way to see that Batman personally.
Yeah.
Shame there won't be a film, but there you go.
Yeah. It might still be. It's probably going to be in The Flash, sort of thing.
I'd like to say, well, Keaton's in it, isn't he? So
yeah, Keaton's in it. Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to Pattinson's Batman too. So pretty solid film this was.
My one complaint really is that King Shark didn't need to be in the film. He was just like a haha cute thing.
It was a Hulk, right?
Yeah. No, but Hulk had like a reason to be in like Avengers and such. There was no like obstacle that only King Shark could overcome.
I see what you mean. It was just powerful, right? He took a lot of bullets, but he didn't actually do something that was suited him. I know what you mean. Whereas the Ratcatcher did and Polka Dot Man did.
Yeah.
So on.
If you took him out of the story doesn't change.
There was one funny line where she's trying to where she's bringing Bloodsport on board, and he says, right, I'm building a Suicide Squad. Every member's got unique and special abilities. And she goes, this is Peacemaker. He's a highly trained mercenary who's estranged from his daughter. And basically gives exactly the same details as Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? It's kind of
Yeah.
I also...
It's something of note that almost all of the members of both Suicide Squads, their whole shtick is, I either throw or shoot something really good.
Yeah.
So you got Boomerang, you got Javelin, you got Rick Flag, Peacemaker, Bloodsport. You got Blackguard, who had a lot of guns on him, so I guess he was a shoot guy. You had Michael Rooker, Savant,
yeah,
who could bounce a ball around the place.
Yeah, and kill
exactly where.
Yeah. Weasel perplexed me because I couldn't.
Yeah.
And TDK was just ridiculous. I have to say,
TDK was funny. We forgot Mongal as well, but she basically grabs a helicopter and gets killed straight away.
Yeah, it's very little to it. Yeah, but I also like the energy Idris Elba brought of like just weary of everything, just so pissed that he was there. I really like that. It's like old guy having to do things he doesn't really want to. It's like, I don't know, Riggs and Murtaugh. Or I'm trying to think of other ones where people just fed up and still have to do this. A bit of John Wick, really. John Wick's a bit like that. Okay. What would you give it out of 10? Or sorry,
I'd give this an easy 9 or 10.
Yeah,
this is a very fun film.
I like
like I say, the King Shark thing is my only real complaint about it. So
yeah, I liked it a lot. I'll give it an 8. I think I'll keep comparing it to Guardians of the Galaxy. I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy the best out of this kind of film. But this is second. I like this better than Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I think. I really did enjoy it. But I need to rewatch those at some point. Anyway, so pretty good. Okay, so next time we come back on, we'll be doing much more comfy chair, talking about bits and bobs, and see how that goes. We thought we'd change things up, see how we go, because we're having trouble getting time recording, so it's a kind of it's not easy to say, right, let's watch this film and talk about it, but when we just watch our things in our own time, we can kind of go back and forth, right? It suits it better.
Yeah.
Okay then. So bye from me.
Bye.